Welcome everyone to This Is It. I'm your co-host Corey Roy, along with my partner in crime, Hollywood. What's up, brother?
What's going on? It's your boy Hollywood DA here for another episode. You know what I'm saying? I missed everybody, man. I missed my friends and family. You're more than friends, family. Is that what it is with the R in it? Oh, you know how
What it is.
Yeah. Family. Yeah. Just glad to be back. You know, it's been a minute. You know what I always say. Oh, y'all ain't know. Act like y'all know my saying. Okay. Oh, we got to guess.
I mean, I don't know what you always say. Like.
Oh, wait, look. It doesn't matter what the mirror says. It only matters what you hear. What the mirror tell me, Corey?
What it tell you?
I'm young, fresh, and fly, baby. Let's go. No, I'm sorry.
You ready for real?
Yeah, he is ready.
I'm ready. It's been a minute.
And always, man, and as I said, it's always been a minute. My man, Phenom, what's going on, brother?
Yo, Phenom 202, DDA representative, yo. Yo, man, I'm a little offended, yo. Ali saw me, yo. We saw each other.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We ain't seen each other.
He's right.
We did in person for the first time in like months, yo. So,
yeah.
No, it was good, man. I'm glad to be back on it, yo. I mean, I've been trying to catch up on a lot of stuff, but this Hawkeye shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, all right.
Yeah.
You're really ready to talk about it.
Yeah, he really is. And everybody listening right now, I just want to go ahead and say we are joined by a special guest here for the Hawkeye series. And I've known her for years, and I'm so happy to have her on the show. The lovely Cola. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. I'm excited to be here for real to talk about this. I'm always ready to talk about Marvel. I'm excited. I mean, I'm not Ollie excited, but I'm excited.
Oh. Yeah, you know, that's what we got
not
to do.
On
we
that
got to
level
do.
Yet.
Yeah. Get you one of these cups. You might be.
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, I just want to say, everyone, to make sure you hit and smash that like button, subscribe to the channels. You can follow us on this Hawkeye series and everything else we got going on this show. But before we do that, hey, I think we should just go ahead and get into this and go ahead and get our thoughts started on this. So I have my overall thoughts on this, and we're going to go around the horn, and I'll start with Ollie. Ollie, you watched the series. What was your overall thoughts of this Hawkeye series? Just go ahead and get started, brother.
I mean, I ain't gonna go too deep in it right now, but I mean, to be honest, when they first announced it, I was like, oh, what the fuck, yo, it's Hawkeye, yo. This nigga got a bow and arrow, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's his special power? Like, I can script really good. Like, I don't know what the fuck. So I was just like, But then I saw some of the previews, promos. I was like, it might be good. Because, you know, that one, which, you know, I get all the movies. It's all one big movie to me. When he was, like, Ronin, and he was slicing people up, I was like, all right, yo. Yeah, this is what we need, yo. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to go ahead and snap people away again. And let's get to murdering. So, my expectations were high, but they were tempered because it's Hawkeye. So, that's what I'll say so far. You know.
Okay. All right, cool. Phenom, what are your overall thoughts on this series so far, episodes 1 and 2?
It's doing what I thought it'd do, yo. Like, so I read this Yahoo article today, and they was talking about the 20 worst. Yahoo.
You said Ja Rule.
I swear I heard Ja Rule. I was really like,
it's been a long day, yo. It's been a long day. I was reading this Yahoo with the exclamation point article that listed the 20 worst Marvel characters, and Hawkeye was number 2. So I'm not the only nigga that hate Hawkeye, yo. Know what I'm saying? So, and then he would have been number 1, but they put Bill O'Reilly there because he was in one of them Iron Man movies, yo. So
are you serious?
Really, he's number 1, yo. Because
Bill O'Reilly,
yo. Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly.
Okay.
I will say this though.
His special powers hating poor people.
Yo, he was hating Tony Stark. No, this I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but this is already ebbing and flowing, yo. Some parts where I was like, yo, this is fire. Other parts I'm like, yo, I'm ready for this shit to be over with. So
Okay, all right. So, everybody's giving it. What are your thoughts on this, Cole? As far as so far with the Hawkeye series, what are your overall thoughts on this so far?
I'm feeling the action, but so far that's it. Like the storyline is like, it's not what I was expecting. Like I'm not, I'm pretty much a novice when it comes to like the Marvel series and things like that. I don't know the comic book versions of anything, like anybody's backstory and what's going on, but like I've been following the doggone the shows and the movies and everything like that. So like my opinions are basically based on that, or whatever I thought was going to happen is based on that. And there's some things that I was like kind of disappointed in because I thought earlier movies were foreshadowing something else, a different storyline, and then we get to it and I'm like, are you serious?
Right. All right. That's good. You make some really good points there. I mean, because, let me give my overall thoughts of it. And that's good that you're actually bringing that up. So my overall thoughts of the series is, so far, I like the series. It definitely is a little slower than what I've anticipated. But the reason why I like the series is because it's a lot more grounded than a lot of the other stuff that we've been getting. And I think Hailee Steinfeld is crushing it as Kate Bishop. I think she's really doing a good job embodying that character for what I know in the comics. So she's really nailing that. When I look at the entire show, though, it reminds me of, and this is me nerding out a little bit, there's a comic book series of Hawkeye called the Matt Fraction Comics. And this is what this whole show is based off of. It's a really good comic book series. It just shows Hawkeye as a regular guy that even though he's a superhero, everything is like regular for this dude. He ain't got no money. He just bumming. So, and he's depressed at times as well. So that's what I like about the comic. And they're pulling a lot of information from that comic, even though they are things that are somewhat different. But overall, I do like it. I can tell that they're laying the groundwork for this to get a little deeper as time goes on. So, but before we go too more involved, we got a couple of comments that are coming through. My man Bruce has been holding on. So let's get to Bruce really quick. So let's hit some comments.
What's up, Corey, Phenom, Ollie? Let's see, we getting into this Hawkeye episode 1 and 2. So far, it's alright. It's a little slow pace. This episode 3 got a lot better, but it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts are.
Yeah, let me go to the next comment and see what Bruce saying.
Yeah, the series is definitely a setup for the younger lady, the young lady to take over the mantle, because already you see Jeremy Renner with his hearing aid and stuff like that. So, plus he's starting to age out of the character. So, and I understand the series is a setup for her. So, hopefully, it's like total 6 episodes. So, hopefully, pick up the pace a little bit. The 3rd episode definitely did, but let's pick up the pace, people.
Well, good comments, Bruce, man. I mean, definitely, we're talking about episodes 1 and 2 now, so don't spoil anything for us because a lot of us haven't seen episode 3 yet. But so make sure to keep your comments to episodes 1 and 2 because we don't want to spoil anybody that's listening to this already. But let's go around the horn. What is everybody's overall thoughts of the girl, aka Kate Bishop, Hailee Steinfeld playing that character, the new person that they're ushering in to be Hawkeye? I'm going to start with you, Ali, first and make our way around the horn. So, Ali, what is your overall thoughts of this particular character?
I mean, she's cool. I mean, the actress is playing her. I mean, she's trying to have her little funny bits here and there. So I'm not too mad at her. I will say this. I mean, just the whole superhero. It's funny because we watch these movies or whatever. Like the Incredible Hulk can be real. Like a man can turn into a green monster. But for me, I'm like, yo, just because you won like a state championship in Taekwondo, how the fuck are you beating up 20 dudes at once? Like it's little stuff. Like, I was like, she got some superpowers or something. Like she was like in there messing everybody up. You know what I mean? But she was a state champion twice, so I guess that's all it takes.
I mean, since she was 15, though, So.
All right. It's just a lot of trading.
Yeah, that is true though, because she still is young. I mean, like she may be 18, 19, kicking 22. Like grown ass. 22.
Yeah,
okay,
22.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
22, like kicking these grown ass dudes' ass.
And the word of Hawkeye, that's still that's basically 18, whatever. When he was like, you 18. She was like, oh, no, I'm 22. He's like, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was kicking ass. But I will say this though, like even though she was kicking ass, I like the and this may not be something you guys picked up on, but even though she was kicking ass, there's a lot of times she was still fucking up too. You could tell that she was still green in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she would do something really good, she would do something really fucked up and be like, oh snap, you know. So I did like the fact that it let you know like she's got the skills, but she still needs that mentoring, she still needs the guidance because she's still really green in a lot of ways. But
Right.
I did like you know Hailee, well you know Kate Bishop as a character. I'll go to you, Cola. What are your thoughts about Kate Bishop in this series? What are your thoughts about her as far as?
I'm not feeling Hailee as an actress, period. Like that's just me personally. I never did. Like I saw her on what's that thing called? Was it Pitch Perfect? No,
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, and I saw her on Pitch Perfect. I saw her on Bumblebee, and every single time, like, it bored me to tears. And even with this, aside from the action portions of it, it's still the same thing. That, and I feel like the character is like the epitome of white privilege. Like everything they tell her not to do, she just runs in and goes ahead and do it. And I'm like, seriously? Like nobody else.
Facts.
Basically, she ruined an entire building, and like they're just like, oh, go home.
Basically,
Who does that? Just go home.
True that. Yeah.
And like the way that she talks to her mom, I'm like, stop it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely so.
That's true.
25-20. What is it? It's 25-20. That's definitely some of that shit.
Yeah. You were chiming in on that, Phenom. What were your thoughts about that too?
Y'all ain't never heard that?
Nah, I ain't heard that, yo.
I'm lost.
Oh, yeah, 25-20. It's like the letters of the alphabet. YT. So whitey shit.
Oh.
Yeah. 25-20.
Nah, dude, I never heard that.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Ali. Okay, good one. I
get it now.
Go ahead, Phenom. You were saying something about that too?
All right, so Cola, we here with that. I'm not feeling her as the Hawkeye, whatever she's supposed to be. I will say this though, the way the series started off was super fire though. The way when she was little, they was in the apartment building, they was talking, and then that's when the invasion happened for the Avengers movie happened. Marvel, A+ on that. I thought that shit was fire. So I'm still waiting for her to be like, yo, you saved me when I was a girl. How come that never came up yet?
I thought she said that because she said that he was her favorite, and like he's a mentor and all this to her. Like,
but yeah, she did say that,
right?
But she didn't say, you know what, you saved me when I was young. That should have been kind of. I mean, that's her opportunity to be like, yo, like you saved my life, and she never brought that up yet. I mean, the first 2 episodes.
Well, but I mean, she did say, I did this because of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did mention that. And like, let's be real, he saved all of New York. So he saved everybody.
He saved everybody.
That's true. So I think her like making it personal, like as far as like, I look up to you because you're an Avenger. Like I thought so far the series has been good. I think her being like her that white privilege scene when she did take down the bell. I mean, like all 3 of us all 4 of us would have been jailed, locked up, restitution out the ass, all that shit.
Under the jail.
All that. And
we would have made it off the roof. They was like, he got a gun. Yo. I mean, a bow. He got a bow. He got an arrow. He got something.
And that's the thing with this. I mean, like even like, all right. So far, even I know we can kind of transition to it, but. Like even when Jeremy Renner, him being deaf, and then him taking his kids to the Broadway show, I thought the Broadway show was funny as fuck though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god!
That was a highlight.
To see if that was a real thing.
The writers did a good ass job on that. I mean, I would love to see that. Funny. That shit was funny.
I think it might be a real thing. I think it might be something that they're planning to do, and that was the way of teasing it. putting it in the show.
Okay, because I did look it up, and they do have like a series of play that does go around. I don't know if it's a musical, and I don't know if the song is on it, but if it's not, God damn it, it should be.
They got to go ahead and add that.
All day.
It was hilarious.
That joke was good. Yeah, they definitely set it up good because I really enjoyed the beginning too. Like just taking us back to 2012 when that whole invasion was happening in New York. I mean, it really lets you know, like even though they saved the city, there was a lot of collateral damage that happened. You know, I mean, it's kind of effed up that her dad just went to this whatever it was, the study. I guess that's what they call it in the rich houses. Let's go to the study. And he was gone, just like that, you know. So
okay, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that.
He's
okay, go ahead.
He was like, "We about to get this insurance." Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he's still alive. I feel it in my bones. He is still alive. I'm like, we never saw a body. Yeah, they had a funeral, but it's like they just had a picture. That was it. He's still alive.
Yes,
you can't tell me different.
That
I'm with you. Be the super villain at the end, yo.
Nah, he just took that insurance money and ran. He was a villain to Geico because he was like, yo, and they was about to get in the poorhouse. He was like, yo, they fucked that shit up. He was like, I ain't got to sell. I'm out.
That's a
they,
good point.
They was having problems anyway.
Yeah,
you know
that's true. We really didn't
his life insurance policy was though, because you know, like for him they had issues with money, and then all of a sudden. She's still in this penthouse, this really grand penthouse in Manhattan. Like, how much was your life insurance policy? Like,
for real.
Yeah. But I would say this though, one thing for y'all don't know, I used to be an insurance agent. So, terroristic acts not covered. You don't get shit. House don't get fixed. None of that shit. You get life insurance.
That's why I figured it was life insurance.
No, I'm saying even alien invasions. Alien invasions.
None of that
like,
shit. Terroristic.
Alien invasions not in there, huh?
Alien terrorists.
Not covered.
Not covered. That's why.
I take that back. War is not covered. So
well, you know, this is the movies, though.
Yeah.
It is different. You know, they can make whatever they want up in the movies. Do y'all think that her mom has something to do with this crime syndicate stuff going on? Because she seemed pretty chill through this whole. Yeah.
What I was thinking, because they're making it so obvious. My boy Lalo, I don't know for all y'all Better Call Saul.
Oh, Better Call Saul. That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know his name on the show. Yeah, I don't even know his name on the show. I was like, oh, Lalo's back. But the wife's boyfriend. Fiance, what have you? His
name in the show is called Jack.
Jack Duquesne.
It's like they're trying to set it up so like easy, like ABC, that he's like the bad guy, the killer, whatever. I think the mama killed your boy, man. I think the mama killed our mom.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
I was like, they setting this up like way too perfect, too whatever. I was like, yo, this is just too easy. Like, oh, he just wanted to kill her. You know what I mean? It's just. I think the mom.
Well, I think he's in on it. I think they're doing it together. You know, because like let's be real, he looks evil. You know what I'm saying? Like he.
He's got the twirly mustache and everything.
I'm telling you, if y'all seen him on Better Call Saul, he's like crazy, like nice crazy. Like he's like smiling and hugging on you, then murky. Yeah, so he got that character down.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get from him from this show.
Yeah, Cola's right, man. They're setting it up like they're putting it too on the nose that's the guy, but we know it's going to be a bait and switch. Like we know how TV does, and it's so much on the nose that it's him that we like. It can't be him. It's somebody else that's pulling the strings, and I think the mom's in on it. I think that she killed the dude for real, and I think that she took one of his Werther's Originals, whatever the hell that is, and
the butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
That's how you know it wasn't a old black lady, because it'll be the strawberry shit.
Don't knock on those shits. Be good though, yo. Them strawberry candies, yo. Them shits. My mom used to give me that in church when I was hungry. Like, yeah, go ahead and eat that, baby.
That should be stuck to the wrapper and shit.
Yeah, be stuck.
Should be stuck to your teeth.
Man. But yeah, I think she in on it, man, and I think she planted that candy there to kind of make it look like it was him, because she's setting. I mean, that's what I think. I think she's setting this all up, yo, because I think she in on it. But it's an interesting story. I tell you what I do think though.
But I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I got a dumb thought, yo. But I wrote this shit down. Man. I didn't write it down, but I wrote it down in my brain. Before we go into someone, I'll let you go because I just want to talk about dude that died. His name was Armand. He was Armand.
Yeah, Armand, the third.
Armand the third out of 7.
And when the kid was there, it was Armand the 7th. So I was like, yo,
right.
How the hell he got like a great either like they ain't naming them kids like. You know what I'm saying? It's like his son, his sons, his grandson, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how you get 4 generations? I was like, either he's George Foreman it, like naming all his kids Armand.
I was about to say. Why not?
I was like, yo, how is he the 7th? And your old ass is only the 3rd. But that was a random thought. Because I'm a 3rd, so like all that stuff I had to end it though. I was like, yo, no, bro. Like ain't no 4th. 3rds enough.
Here.
But I was just like, yo, to go from a 3rd to the 7th and y'all hanging out in the same party, yo, something's up. That's
something's up.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's it.
All right, no doubt. That's good, man. We got a couple of questions that have come in. Looks like Bruce is chiming in, so let's see what Bruce has to say.
I think her mom is the head of a security firm. That's why they still having a lot of paper. That's why she's still living in that big ass mansion. So I think she's because her mother is head of a big time security firm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, true, but he had to you have to have the capital to do that, though. Especially to be that big, you have to have the capital and you have to have the connections. So it makes me wonder, like, how big that life insurance policy was.
That is true. I got a theory, though, because of the comics and what I saw at the very end of episode 2. I got a theory, but I'm going to go to Bruce's next comment, and then we'll see about that.
Man, it's either George Foreman or they doing some incest stuff. That's how you get that from the 2nd to the 7th. Armand, some weirds going on.
Make it make sense. That's all I want to say. Just make it make sense.
Right.
Oh man. So you guys were talking about the mom, how she in on it, but this is my theory. I think the mom is in on it, but we all saw the tracksuit mafia, the Russian guys, show up and try to do their thing. Every time I see these guys, they remind me of like the level 1 bad guys in a video game. They just
what's the joint we used to do the elbow
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Yeah.
That's what they remind me of.
Video games back in the day, but yeah, I'm sorry.
I did, but I don't remember that one.
That's an old people game. It wasn't it might have went to a console. This is an arcade. You got to put quarters in game.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah,
like what 80s.
It did go to console. It was on that 1, 2, and 3. Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, all of them. All right, there you go.
I had all of them.
You teach me something.
Well, going off that, like the Russian mafia, the tracksuit mafia reminds me of these level 1 video game guys, but I don't think that they're the main bad guy. I think the mom has something to do with it. But at the very end of episode 2, you see which we all know, we see the girl. Okay, so in the comics, the girl is Echo. And Echo has an affiliation with the Kingpin or Wilson Fisk. So I think that Wilson Fisk is the main person that they're eventually going to get to near the end of this series. That's the head of all of this shit. Because when they were about to sell the Ronin sword, they actually specifically say when Ronin was in New York, he took down the head of the crime syndicate. And in the comics, there's no other person that's the head of the crime syndicate other than Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. So I'm thinking that the Kingpin is going to show up. That's my theory. But are you guys, I don't know if you know about Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
I thought that was already established, though. I thought Vincent D'Onofrio was supposed to be coming back into the universe anyway, because everybody loved him in Daredevil. But he killed Mr.
He was awesome in Daredevil.
Kingpin in Daredevil, you know what I'm saying? So I thought I heard rumors that he was coming back to Hawkeye. So it could be that might be right. I would love to see.
I mean, I think so. I mean, at least I'm theorizing that he's going to show up.
I could tell you, I went to our research department, which is me 30 seconds on Google, and the research department said, the Google said that actually Daredevil's supposed to be coming into this universe, like dude to play Daredevil's on. They said he might be in Spider-Man. They said he might be in Spider-Man. So they about to bring, like, shit, bring them over.
I don't know why people hated on Daredevil, man. That shit was so good to me.
He was so good. Daredevil was so good.
I haven't heard nobody hate on Daredevil though.
I haven't heard anybody hate on the first Daredevil, the movie. Yes, that was trash. You know.
Ben Affleck.
The series was excellent.
Cola, don't talk bad about my boy Ben. No.
Oh, dog, that
I'm gonna have to let you know, like he's a hit or miss. That one right there, especially as doggone Batman. Stop it. That's my man. Batman is my man, and he, not at all. No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was trash in that too, though. Yeah, Daredevil and Batman.
Yes.
So I got a question for y'all, real quick. So is Hawkeye the Batman of the Marvel Universe?
No, I don't think so. Not even close.
He ain't got no powers, man. He ain't no superhero for real. Batman ain't no superhero for real.
Yeah. I want to give it from my perspective. I do not see Hawkeye as the Batman of the Marvel Universe. One, because
he's not cool like Batman.
That's what I was going to say. He doesn't have the charisma that Batman has. Batman can be Batman and be badass, but when he's Bruce Wayne, he be smashing all the ladies. He's cool. He got the limo. We got it all. Hawkeye, that's not him, yo. That's not Hawkeye at all.
Without those his technology, he wouldn't be shit.
Without the arrows.
Yeah.
But
I mean, basically, the girl said like his problem is branding.
That's what she did. She did. Yeah. She did say that. Yeah.
And he's broke. You know what I'm saying? So
without the money, without the girls, the money, he ain't got no Batmobile, no cave, no butler.
I mean, that nigga's not smooth, you know.
Yeah,
but you know, I'm talking about not lifestyle.
But I think,
I'm talking about fighting style, hero style. Like, I mean, like to me, I mean, like even Batman, he ain't a superhero for real.
What?
I mean, we ain't gonna get into
come on now. We about to open up a whole can of worms now, though. But look, I understand why you're saying that, because he has no powers, but he's just using his physique, his combat skills that he knows to take down enemies. So I get you with that. Like and his gadgets. So he does have that, but he's not.
I will say this
Batman.
though. Hawkeye is really a superhero, and he has superhero archery skills, yo.
Well,
and Batman has superhero money, yo. Like his money is his power. That's all. I
will say this though.
That's a superpower, yo.
Did they make it seem like Hawkeye was like this ninja jujitsu type nigga now, man? Like he can fight like that now? Like I ain't never seen him fight like that in all other shit.
He actually has special agent training, right?
Well, see, this is the thing in the comics. They've never really dived into Hawkeye at all in any of these movies. If you really think about it, he's always been the guy up on the roof shooting arrows. But in the comics, Hawkeye is very, very well trained. He's an orphan, and he got raised in the circus and was trained by skilled swordsmen and archery folks. I mean, and then of course he got trained in other combat methods as well. This dude is phenomenally trained athlete in every way. But you never experience that in the MCU movies. The only time we get to see a little bit of it is when he's Ronin. That's the only time, because he's strictly badass and fucking shit up. And I loved him as Ronin. I wish they had brought that character back. But
I ain't gonna lie. You lost me. He got trained in the circus. So I was like, come on, man.
Well, I'm just giving you the backstory.
this what we doing.
But that's his backstory.
I mean, so did Robin. So
Robin was trained in the circus.
Robin was trained in the circus. I mean, I'm just giving you the backstory in the comics. I'm just giving you his backstory.
Like even on the movies and basically in the movies or whatever, like they did mention some of his like spy or assassin skills when he was working with Natasha Romanoff. You know, so you know you do have a little glimpse of. Budapest, which we never know what actually happened in Budapest. I was really hoping that they would show that at some point, like what actually happened.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
in that Black Widow, they never showed it.
Yeah, they never did. They may. And it's been rumored that supposedly Natasha Romanoff's sister is supposed to appear in this series as well. That's the rumor, that she's coming after Hawkeye. Supposedly she's will appear. We got a couple of comments. I want to hit those up real quick. Bruce is chiming in, so let me make sure to get those.
Yeah, Double Dragon, that's old. Yeah, Corey, we old brothers. Yeah, that's an old game, Double Dragon. Good lord.
That it is.
It is. It is. It's all right.
Yeah, it was good for its time though.
And 7-Eleven, about 7-Eleven, we had Double Dragon. We had Kung Fu, like the game. It didn't have Cole. You ever heard of Kung Fu?
I can't play Kung Fu.
Like,
I heard of it,
not the martial art, but it didn't even have.
The game.
Nintendo
in the arcade though, it only had two handles. Like you do up down to do like a kick or sideways. You don't remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember
like,
that.
It didn't even have. It didn't have a kick or punch. It didn't have a kick or punch button. You had two joints. You'd be like. It was like you was operating the motherfucking forklift out that bitch.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was a hard game to play. I could never get past level 2 because I was always jumping up and landing on the snake. I used to hate that shit. Like, But all right, Bruce has got a couple more comments here, so let's get to
I'm with you all the way 100, Corey, about this Kingpin theory. This will be a perfect setup for him to be reintroduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which will set up Daredevil. Bring me back Luke Cage, goddammit. But yeah, definitely Kingpin. I think it's going to be in the series.
I definitely think, and great comment, Bruce. I definitely think at least I'm theorizing that Kingpin is going to be in this because of Echo. She has got some serious ties with Kingpin because she kind of was like an assassin for the Kingpin for a short while because Kingpin kind of lied to her and said that Daredevil killed her parents and really didn't. So she went on like this hunt. But anyway, Echo was a really great character. She's deaf. And if y'all realize it, y'all go back and watch it, you see she got 1,000 speakers in her room and she's touching the speakers because she's trying to feel the vibrations because she's deaf. She can't hear. But her power is that she has photogenic reflexes, so she can mimic and learn people's styles very quickly, and that's why she's so good. So they're definitely going to meet each other again. But Bruce, man, great comment, man. Keep them coming, brother. Let's see
before we move on, I definitely want to give Marvel props for the diversity because, like, this is like she's Native American and she's deaf. Like, that's huge on all aspects,
Definitely.
That is huge.
It is.
So I do have a question though. So if she's the leader, or she has she's in with the tracksuit mafia. So one thing I will say, like, it seems like all these characters go to like the Dr. Evil school of evil, yo. Like, remember in and go and
there you go.
Go member, go figure.
All of like Scott was like shoot him. He's like, that's not how we do things. No, shoot him right now. Like all these. That's what I always got to remind myself. It wouldn't be a movie if they just killed the superhero right then and there.
Absolutely.
But that shit is tiresome though. I mean, like, even all right. So even with Shorty, she stole the suit from the auction.
Yeah, Kate
Bishop stole the suit. She got dressed in like she did like a Beyonce stage
2 seconds.
30 seconds, yo. It's crazy, yo. So
she did.
Yo, she did it.
And then she came out whipping everybody's ass, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then they get caught like in episode 2 and like they don't get murked. So I mean, like, it's like a lot of comic relief in it. I think Marvel's trying too hard to be funny in some aspects. But it's still better than WandaVision so far, so we good.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
WandaVision, it's definitely better than that bullshit. I'm sorry.
I keep telling y'all sleeping on WandaVision, yo. This WandaVision is good. Y'all sleeping on it.
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm dead on WandaVision. I'm beyond sleep.
You just saw the first 3 episodes, then.
No, I saw the whole thing, but I will say that's the thing. Like, even like the character development, like I said, I go back to what Cola said at the beginning. I'm not feeling Lady Hawkeye, whatever she's about to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just she don't do it.
I will say this, yo. some of this shit too. This whole story. Well, not to say the whole story, yo. Your boy Hawkeye with this suit, yo. He got some sentimental value in that suit that I just don't understand. Like,
Ronin,
fuck the
the
suit.
Ronin
I don't
suit.
think it's sentimental value. He was trying to bury that alter ego that he had then. Like when he was crazy during the blip and his whole family got it incinerated. Like I think he was just trying to bury that. And then when this girl shows up with it, he's trying to save her life because he knows the bodies that are attached to that suit.
Well, yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
He's just a better person to me, though. I'm like, yo, yeah, that's like you picked up that suit. Oh, I've been watching that shit.
Exactly.
I'm look at him.
You already lost your kids.
That's why you're not a superhero.
Exactly. That's why you're not an Avenger.
They already got blip before. You know what I'm saying? And he out there not spending time with his family. They already was gone for a minute. Then you get him back, and then he like, I'm gonna go leave them again and go help this little rich white girl because she got my suit.
Well, in his defense, he didn't know she was a little rich white girl. So we'll start there. Like she had on the mask and everything else. He couldn't tell, you know, but on top of that, like, why would you let somebody else die for your mistakes, the things that you did, you know? So I think he was on that level.
Right.
I can't go with you there because I don't think he made no mistakes. So he did what he did.
Really?
The suit was
I mean, he didn't make any mistakes, but
Rose,
somebody else was going to pay for it because they put on the suit.
No,
like, you
they're
know,
gonna die. She's gonna die for her mistakes, not my mistakes. Her mistakes.
All she did was put on the suit. That was all she did.
You know what they used to tell me back in the day? They were like, yo, you heard such and such had the whatever, the itchy itch. Oh, all the time. I'm like, what? The peas? They'd be like, yeah. Your peas? I'm like, no, they're her peas. Not my peas. Her peas. Her mistake.
Well, see, I have to disagree with you there. Because Cola is right. The reason why he is doing that is because there is so much death attached to that suit. And he didn't originally go after her to find out who did it. It wasn't until he took the mask off when he was like, oh my God, you're a kid. So that's when he felt like, okay, she doesn't know what she's gotten into. She's put this suit on, not knowing all the bodies that's attached to it, because he went on a killing spree when everybody blipped out for 5 years. Just imagine, he got 5 years worth of dead bodies on that suit. There's a lot of people that come after Ronin, and nobody knows who Ronin is. Ronin has always been the unmasked assassin, and he put that mantle on and did waste to everybody for 5 years. So even the people that survived, you can know they told the people that blipped back what this guy did. So that's why they're still after him. So he's only helping her to make sure that she doesn't go down for the stuff that he did. So I agree with Cola on that, yo. But, you know, hey, to each his own, you know, bodies are bodies to you.
I will say this. It was funny when he went to the LARPers to get his suit back. I thought that was funny.
I was gonna say.
Man,
and I
like that. That was funny.
I like this thing, and I was a little mad at that scene just because I know Clayton, you know, from 85 South Show, man. I thought it could have been a lot more funnier to me. Like they didn't really let him get loose, man.
He was tame.
You know
he was tame.
He was tame. I was like, oh, yo, they should have just let him get loose because he a funny motherfucker. But no, but I did. I enjoyed the scene though.
Yeah, I did too. Let's get to a couple
be
comments.
serious about that, yo.
Oh yeah, that LARPing is.
Oh yeah, they were serious. Yeah, and just how he was going through, like hitting people all leisurely. Like, come on now, let's just tap this guy. Let me just get over to this dude. You know,
I was serious. I was with my boy.
But I like that it gave him like a human aspect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's still down to earth. Like, okay, fine, I'll do it. You know, if it's gonna make you happy, I'll do it. You know.
Yeah, I like that too. He
was like, yo, I fought Thanos, and now I'm in this bitch. Like,
he's like, yo, I gotta kill you. You gotta make it look good.
But you're right. I am not a superhero because I would have been like, yo, quick neck.
All right, let's get to some comments we got here real quick. All right, here we go.
Ollie brought up Kung Fu, the fighting game. My God, how old are we, people? God damn. Y'all make me feel old. Damn. See, Ollie all about that darkness. He want the darkness, the killing, the mayhem. You know, I don't want all that bright stuff. Yeah, that's what I think Ollie all about. But yeah, I'm with Ola. Yeah, it's it's a responsibility with that suit with Ronan that Clint has, because he knows, like I say, he's buried a lot of people when he was in that costume. He killed a lot of people, so yeah, he needs to get rid of that costume quick and hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. And quick backstory on that, just in case everybody knows, in the comics, Clint Barton, Hawkeye, was not the first Ronin. Actually, the first Ronin was Echo. The first Ronin was Echo, which is the girl we see at the end of that episode. She is in the comics. She is actually the first Ronin, and she goes on she's killing it in the comics, and it doesn't until later when she reveals herself and we find out it's actually Echo. And the reason why Clint Barton takes the Ronin mantle up is because after Civil War, he finds out that Echo has been captured by the Hand. So he goes to try to find her and save her. So he puts on the Ronin costume so that nobody knows who he is after the events of Civil War. But after he rescues her, she just goes ahead and says, you can go ahead and keep it. So that's how he winds up becoming Ronin in the comics. So they drop little tidbits of information in here to let you know that there's a lot of tie-in with this Echo to Ronin as well as Kingpin. So you never know. She may be after that costume as well. So she may be trying to put that on in this series, and we may find out that, okay, well, she's really the Ronin trying to find the suit after all. But just a little nugget of information to let you guys know what's up.
No, you said it right. It's a costume. That shit ain't got no powers. It's a costume.
Yeah, you're right. We got another comment from Bruce. Go ahead, Fino.
No, what I'm saying is,
Corey, check your phone, Corey. Come on.
So my biggest thing is, like, the storyline is still real clunky as far as like him taking her under a wing and making sure she's the one, or just trying to protect her or whatever. So I mean, it's not coming together. Like Cola said, the action is good though. I mean, the fight scenes are off the chain. Even the comedic parts of the fight scenes are good. It's just this mantle passing is real clunky, yo. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel that. That's how I feel about it.
The mantle, yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. If she steps up. I mean, Cola, I'm sorry. Cola, you may not like it. Cola. I got it right. It took me.
Yeah, you got it.
It took you a couple of tries, but you got it. That's cool.
But anybody knows me, I speak Bumbleese. I got a thick tongue. The wife likes it.
As you should. Cool.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you may not like it. I think they're about to pump this girl up. I think they might push her to do something like beyond this series.
Absolutely.
If the series does well, I think I can see them pumping her up.
Yeah.
Even if the series doesn't do well, they'll still pump her up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's that white privilege. I mean.
Yeah.
The ultimate white. This show showed me the ultimate white privilege. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, he went to the joint. It was like, oh, you get free dinners, you get free this, free that.
Yeah.
My boy Falcon go get a loan. They said, fuck you.
Yeah,
that is true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Oh, the super fat show.
Yeah, and then the dude wanted to take a selfie after he told him no. Fuck out of here.
That's how.
But you're right. They are going to push Kate Bishop or Hailee Steinfeld. I think I want to say that's her name. They're going to push her. The reason why is because she's one of the key members of the Young Avengers. And we already know that they're setting up the Young Avengers because we watched Falcon Winter Soldier and Elijah Bradley, which was his nephew, his nephew was there. Elijah Bradley is the Patriot in the Young Avengers. Kate Bishop is Hawkeye in the Young Avengers. And in WandaVision, her two kids, Wiccan and Speed, are in the Young Avengers as well. So they're already setting up the Young Avengers. Now, when that actually happens or when it actually goes down, I have no idea. But yeah, Kate Bishop ain't going nowhere. She gonna be here.
Is Black Widow's sister supposed to be in it too?
Say what?
Is Black Widow's sister a Young Avenger?
Not in the comic book series, but not in the comic book series, but I don't see why she couldn't be. Because this is the MCU universe.
Or they'll make her a villain because Shorty was about to flip her, Elaine.
Yeah, Val.
Yeah.
Val, there you go. She was about to flip in the graveyard, so they can make her the villain and keep it moving. I like Black Widow's sister though.
We actually theorized that. We said that that's what we think is going to happen. Like she's going to be the villain, and then eventually she's going to like turn to become like you know part of the team. Yeah.
Hopefully she gets find out that Clint didn't kill her.
Hopefully she gets to kill Hawkeye because you know Shorty basically like Hawkeye killed the sister, right?
But I think she gonna find out it really didn't happen that way. I think because that's how it always happens. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully it's after she kills Hawkeye though. Let's
you don't like this dude. What is up with you and Hawkeye? I see Ari as the Deadpool of the group.
Man, Jeremy Renner, yo.
He's definitely the anti-hero all the way.
He's not a bad actor, yo. Hawkeye is just like, even with like the scenes with his kids, it's like, I know he's trying to, I don't know, I don't want to say a grumpy old man, but it's like he tried to act nice, but that's like he was acting like I act when I don't want to be around my kids, but they're my kids, so I gotta act nice. Like I be doing some shit. Kevin's like, Dad, look at this, look at that. I'm like, yo, Dad, look at that. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's nice. That's how he was at that dinner to me, yo. It's like he's there, he's gonna be like, let's have some fun, whatever. But in his head, he's like, yo, I'd rather just be home, chilling.
Well,
I will say.
Whatever.
I will say that Jeremy Renner is not the most charismatic actor. You know, I mean, that's I think what it is. If you had anybody else playing Hawkeye, he would kill it. Because Hawkeye in the Matt Fraction comics, that if y'all ever want to read a comic, read that one. That's a really good comic that really showed the personality of Hawkeye. That shit is good. It's a grounded version of Hawkeye. This dude's getting fucked up. He's depressed. He's just a dude, but he's good as shit. That's what they need. But they don't have Jeremy Renner just doesn't have the charisma. He just does it. So him playing Hawkeye and then Hawkeye ain't got no powers. It's like, you know, it just falls flat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I would say this. Jeremy Renner, I'm looking at his filmography. There was only 2 movies I actually liked with Jeremy Renner. Was The Town with Ben Affleck.
That was
Town 5.
And The Hurt Locker. The Hurt Locker was like, to me, that's Jeremy Renner all day because, you know, he don't talk much. You don't need a lot of personality. Just go up there and defuse these bombs. That kind of pressure. Those are only 2 movies I actually like with him. And now he got another series on Paramount. I don't know motherfuckers checking for it or not. It seemed like it might be a decent series, but no, he's in demand somewhere, yo. Yeah, he got a new TV series called Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah, so
I saw that.
All I need to know is, Matt Damon feels the same way I do, yo, because they gave him Bourne for 1 movie. Matt Damon said, "Nah, man, you fucking this shit up. I gotta come back. I gotta come out of retirement. I gotta go work out and get in shape and shit just to save my movie." But that's
yo, Jeremy Renner got so full of himself, he started his own singing career, yo. We'll never forget that shit.
Yeah, you remember
we saw the Decent Zamero clip when he was skedaddling and all that shit.
It sounded horrible, yo.
Horrible,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I mean,
look at that.
But let's just you know wrap this up unless there's anything else anybody wants to say. I think for me, my overall thoughts of this series so far, I like it. I think episode 2 lays the groundwork. I think they're definitely sprinkling the characters that we need. They're going off the lore and of the Matt Fraction comic, which is really good. I really like that. Are we ever going to see the dog do something? I don't know. How did the dog lose an eye? I don't know. They're not going to explain that, but either way. But I do like it.
Did the dog eat the watch? Is this going to be one of these shows where you got to wait for the dog to shit the watch out? Like, how many movies have watch? Yeah. But how many movies has it been where the dog ate something and they gotta wait for the dog to shit the joint out, the ring, the diamond. So
that's true. Everybody's crazy about this watch. I mean, I think it's like some Tony Stark tech or something. There's gotta be something with this watch. But either way. But yeah, he gonna shit that out at the end. It's gonna be in like a doggy bowl or something. Who knows? But I like the series so far.
People still saving dogs, man. No matter what, their life is in danger. They're like, hold on, let me save this dog, yo. They way better than me, yo.
Yeah, she ran on the street for that.
Fuck that.
I don't know.
That dog would have died.
Yeah.
Because trust me, Phenom, if you was laying down that street, she would just looked at, get up. That's all it would have been. Get up.
Shit, her ass would have flipped over me. Her ass would have running, flip, and keep on running, yo. Nah, yo, fuck that shit, yo.
Well, anyway, man. Ollie, what are your overall thoughts? As I said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man.
Oh, yeah.
What are your overall thoughts?
Right now, it's not bad. It's I'm gonna keep watching it for sure. I mean, I'm not hate watching it or anything like that. Like WandaVision, I hate watched that for like 5 episodes, but then I had to dial out. Like, Corey, my bad.
WandaVision is good.
Yeah, but either way, right now, it's like Jeremy Renner. It's like how I feel about him. It was like he's not a bad actor. I just doesn't excite me. You know what I mean? So we'll see if it picks up. Hopefully it does pick up. But right now.
Definitely watchable. Like I said, I kid about Jeremy Renner. I don't really give a fuck about Hawkeye, so I'm just watching it because I really like the dude Jack Duquesne. Like I said, I want to see what his angle is because I love him in everything he's in. Like I said, if you never see him in Better Call Saul, you're doing yourself a disservice. Show like he kills that role. I watched episode 3 this morning, so I'm hoping that y'all can get caught up so we can talk about it. Then they'll start filling in plot holes and all that stuff. So.
Okay, all right, cool. Cola, what are your overall thoughts of this show so far?
So far, I kind of agree with everybody else. Like right now, it's like slow and steady. Again, I appreciate the action scenes. I'm all about the action. And I saw episode 3 today also, so I know it does pick up a little bit, but I'm just again, this chick, I just can't with her. I can't. She gets on my nerves so bad, you don't even know. But it's like I told you before, Corey, it's like no matter any Marvel movie or series, you kind of have to suffer through it, whether you like it or not, because you know it's going to come up again somewhere else. Something in that series is going to come up somewhere else, so you have to watch it. So go and watch WandaVision, Mr. Ali. Like, you got to go and do that. The whole thing.
Yes, watch that. That's right.
I'll survive, yo. I'll survive.
You won't. Look, let me tell you. Like, I went to the movie to see, I think it was Endgame or the one before that, and like there was a dude next to me who didn't watch all of the series, like every single movie. And the whole time he's sitting here yelling in my ear. I don't know this guy, and he's yelling in my ear. Who's that? When did he come back? What the fuck is this shit? Like, that's all I heard, just because he missed a couple of movies. You know what I'm saying?
That's
he can't be in there.
Nah, fuck that. He's my spirit animal. Because guess what I'm going to be? I'm like, cool. We're about to watch this next movie together. We're about to watch party this shit. I'm like, yo, who is that? You know what? Who is these 2 little white kids running around so fast?
Right.
I do remember that. She had some fast-ass white kids. One of them.
One of them was fast. Yeah, one of them was fast, yes. Well, anyway, man, thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode review of Hawkeye episodes 1 and 2. Thank you all for coming back and taking this ride with us, getting on the train and hanging with us. And as always, as I say, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's free, y'all. And thank you for listening to this episode. My name is Corey Roy. You can catch me all over the interwebs at Corey Roy _ Ollie. What do you got to tell him, brother? Oh, there we go. What do you got to tell him, brother?
Yeah. What up? No, it's your boy Ollie with DA here. Thank you for listening. Basically, just check out the Instagram. This is _podcast. There's a lot of underscores. But you'll figure it out. I did somehow. So that's all. Thank you, Cole.
All right, Phenom, what you got to tell him, brother?
Yo, Phenom 202. This is it podcast show. I ain't got much more to say, but I will say this though. I wait for Hawkeye to be like, every time Shorty joking with him, you're like, bitch, this is your fault. You brought me into this, yo. I'm just waiting for him to do that, yo. Now be happy, yo. Because I mean, like, she's sitting there joking with him, like, hey, can I text you? Can I call you? Like, This is your fault. Be in this show right now. You should have not put the suit on, yo.
All right. All right, cool, man. Well, last but not least, we'd like to thank our special guest, Cola, for coming on the show. Thank you for doing this with us. And Cola, tell everybody. Hold on, Cola, tell everybody, how can they find you and what you got going on.
You can find me on Instagram, Coca-Cola with a Q, QOKA_QOLA. I also have my own podcast, not as much fun as this one. It's more informative, more serious, but it's called Life, LYF, _podcast on Instagram, and it's www.lyfpodcast.com on the web.
Awesome. Thank you. And
thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. We really are happy you joined us on this episode to talk about Hawkeye series. Love having you. Other than that, everybody, as we always say, thank you for listening to this episode. And as we always say, we bring you that Black Dad energy, and we will always see you.